Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned. Albino plays Ace Attorney Trilogy episode 95. We are here. I'm actually not sure what's happening right now. We'll have to see. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it.
Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There is only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes?
That would be Terry Falls.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
Why not? The prosecution has no objection.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left.
Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia, it's true. You are alive.
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness.
Eek!
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Water! Please, water! Can't talk. Need water.
Ha! Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
Whoa! That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Let's just press them all over. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of bridge. 4 p.m., you say? Died from blood loss between 4 and 5. Okay, so that's not super conclusive. There is... Like, despite there being almost no evidence to choose from, this trial hasn't been, like, a breeze by any means. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark, too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls?
Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong memories.
Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here?
She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge.
You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question, to find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye.
I watched my car from bridge. I never put nobody in that car.
You were watching the car?
That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching car.
What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction?
I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing.
Hold on. If he watched his car from the bridge, then he would have been on the... where does it show, like, victim killer? Like, that's what I'm looking for. Look at this. Okay. So why is he on that side of her, then? He should have been the one with his back to, like, the broken side of the bridge if he was there first. I mean, let's press first. I want to make sure. I don't want to do a half-cocked thing here.
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember the face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
He talked and talked and she left.
What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls.
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
But you just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for.
How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain by 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her.
Mr. Falls,
even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess.
Which wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. Okay, so if you waited on the bridge... Aha! I knew it! That was right after all. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh? What?
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Ugh. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No!
Indeed. There certainly was enough time for it.
I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls?
That's enough. Please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess!
I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No! We're so close! Just a little more! I was going to prove your innocence!
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Again.
Mr. Falls!
Mr. Armando, thanks for the coffee.
Mr. Falls! And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face.
Unforgivable. That witch!
Mr. Armando,
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
it's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Mr. Armando. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them.
Oh, 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this.
Oh God, what happened?
Bridge to the turnabout. Okay, we've got that Mia statue again. I don't know who that lady is. Maybe it's Misty Faye. We finally find their mom after all these years? Well, we're only 20 minutes in, so we gotta keep going. Oh, well, if they're spotlighting the statue, of course it's Misty Faye.
Shiishishito! The treasured Karain village heirloom, whose name means seven-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless.
7 does not equal infinite, actually, but, you know.
Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed,
Oh, wow.
the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Yoshi laying on a pile of salt? That must be tasty.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah? What is it?
You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you?
Sure. You are a spirit medium after all.
But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up.
Pearls?
So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick.
Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face?
It's the New Year's issue of Oh, Cult! Winter Spiritual Location Special.
Oh, Pearls looks so happy.
Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true.
I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me.
It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training.
Now I definitely don't want to go.
You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there.
Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious?
Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, and I signed up for this special course.
That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway.
Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there, start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff.
Huh? Me? Why do I have to go?
Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old.
Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple?
No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall.
Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places.
What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful?
Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the?
What is it, Mr. Nick?
Let me see that magazine. This nun.
Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick?
This girl. It's...
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison.
Mr. Nick?
I'll go.
Huh?
Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go.
Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes! Oh, thank you! Thank you, Mr. Nick!
Dude, just look up like a prison directory, be like, yo, is Dahlia Hawthorne still in jail? And they'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, oh, is this her twin sister or some shit then?
You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right?
Oh, Cult, New Year's issue. Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple, but I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. That nun gonna die, I bet.
Brr, it's so cold here, Nick.
Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change.
Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's draining. Achoo!
Her teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying.
Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly? Achoo!
Well, well, well. Oh, hello.
How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Achoo! Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold.
What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicles as we speak.
Oh, well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside.
Thank you. I was starting to think I would pass.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini.
Bikini?
That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger.
It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course.
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel.
Reckless? Wahaha? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get reservations for me.
Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around?
I mean, she doesn't look old, she just looks fat. Age 48, huh? Yeah, I mean, she's not as old as, like, you would think of, like, a head nun, I guess. Hardy, motherly head nun. Alright, let's see what we've got going on here. So what's a channeling dojo anyway?
Oh, my, you don't even know that?
Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he is saying.
Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power.
Holy items?
If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you.
Dude, you see her cheeks jiggle when she laughs? That is something else. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what exactly is the special course?
You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear?
How am I supposed to be careful?
Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this.
Sister? About this picture.
Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, unforgettable in every way.
You mean it? Oh, I knew it! The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out.
Iris?
The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place.
Really? That kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now?
Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you?
No. That's not what I had in mind at all.
Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening.
Inner temple?
Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Wait.
So she's in the inner temple, huh? Okay, and she is not part of my thing, so we can't present her yet. Main hall suspension bridge. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. This is that temple? Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh, hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. It might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights.
Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge.
Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge.
Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge.
Well, it's practically the same thing.
Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder.
D-U-S-T-Y Bridge, huh?
It says Dusky. Dusky Bridge, okay?
Come on, Nick. Take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. This sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick.
Do I look like a pencil holder to you?
I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it?
The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here.
Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter than to build the main hall here, don't you think?
Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya.
Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun.
I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it.
Okay, Nick. Then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory.
That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall.
The sign here is so old, the text seems to have vanished.
Yeah, that's why it clearly says Heavenly Hall on it. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon.
Okay, alright, wooden staircase on it then.
Do you really think that's necessary? You'd have to be blind not to see the stairs.
Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay?
Graffiti is a crime, Maya. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there.
I guess that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick?
And do the special course? I think not.
But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too.
Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me.
I mean, yeah, but it could, like, totally help you out with your cases, Nick. Come on! You could talk to the victims, and that's how you'd find out what happened.
You wasting this opportunity. You could go all Sinking City on him. Have, like, your Cthulhu vision tell you what happened every time. That game's super good, by the way. Let's go to the main hall.
The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Achoo! Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum!
Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional.
What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mystic Maya is right! Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes too! I love mashed potatoes!
That makes one of us.
Ha ha ha! What a cute little acolyte!
Oh, hello. Dude, what if you literally are Misty Faye? But then you'd kind of recognize Maya, wouldn't you? Or maybe you wouldn't, because you've been gone for like 15 years, right?
Greetings to all of you.
Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Dude, you can't give me two different old ladies in one episode.
Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Ah! You're Miss Elisa Donim!
I don't know how you pronounce that.
The Oxnim! Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick?
I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller.
I've got all your books, Miss Donim. Ha ha ha. What a sweet thing to say. And please call me Elisa.
Would it be Elisa or Elise? Depends on, like... I've heard it both ways, man. Books?
Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is?
Well, an author, maybe?
Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it.
Oh, she's like the Dr. Seuss of, spiritual books? I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books.
It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified.
It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady.
Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book.
Wow, it must have been a really great story.
Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say.
An apprentice?
He calls himself Laurice. Laurice Donham. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Laurice's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow, I can't wait to read it.
Pearls is completely taken with her.
I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time.
Is she in my profile? How old are you? Oh, we don't know. Okay. It, like, the wrinkles around her mouth make her feel like she's maybe 50s or something. Older than Bikini, I would think. So is that why you're dressed like you are?
The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them.
What can I say? She's really a sweet lady.
Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, I want to help with whatever I can.
Pearls looks like she just won the lottery.
Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh yes! Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we?
The inner temple. There it is on the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple.
Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving.
There are straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. Excuse me. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Karain Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. There's a laughably large magatama on the altar.
If I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. Okay, let's move back to the main gate. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple to go help that other nun out. Oh, right. I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. I want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find. Whoa! That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake! And at least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. Looks like it could collapse at any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? The hell is this? This looks like a mine shaft. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Pearlie's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep. Definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. And there she is. Excuse me, but who are you? Ah! You're... Hi there! We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No. It's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick?
Did you say something, Maya?
Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful. And a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... That's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.